This episode of Power was very hard. Look, Tommy Egan had a lot to do in this episode. He basically was torn between many different places. Being in business with Diamond, trying to get Jannard to stay away from him and off of the scent of what him and Diamond are doing, the Serbs, the fact that Tommy Egan's nephew got a bacterial infection from the gunshot wound, it ended up getting infected. So now Tommy is kind of all over the place. He had a lot of places to go in this episode. And Tommy's on a war path now because, Claudia Flynn got rid of Liliana, shot Liliana. So now he's out for blood. So Tommy is basically trying to hunt down all of the Flynns by himself. And meanwhile, Diamond is telling Tommy, don't do it. Because if you do it, right, you're going to have an enemy coming down on us in the Flynns, because the Flynns will now become more united than ever. And not only that, but in the first episode, Tommy actually met Miguel Garcia, the connect of the Mexican cartel. And Miguel is ruthless, Immediately, he had a problem with Tommy. He had a problem with the fact that Tommy was a white boy doing what it is that he was doing. So Miguel didn't really had a strong liking to Tommy due to the fact that Tommy very much so was standing up to him. Not only that, but Tommy being a white boy. So in this episode, Tommy, like I said, he really had a lot going on. And by the end of the episode, he had a problem with somebody at the very beginning of this episode who didn't want to listen to anything that he had to say because he thought that he knew better than Tommy, right? So Jannard ended up cutting a deal with the person that was once working for Diamond and Tommy, right? Tommy reluctantly, but Tommy went ahead and handled that. By the end of the episode, he wasn't having any of that, in true Tommy fashion. So it'll be real interesting to see what's going to happen to Tommy and how Tommy's going to get himself out of those situations.